What's up, guys? This is Gabe from S&P Speed Innovations, and hey, what we're doing is we're doing GPS Speed Sensor. So this is that Toyota pickup truck that LC Engineering did the engine build and did the full build on it with one of our Haltech kits. It has one of our Haltech IC7 displays in it, and with our dash mount and everything. So we were fighting with a little bit of an issue with the speed sensor. We're not getting the speedometer to display correctly. So what we decided to do is let's go ahead and put a GPS module on it. So we did a Haltech GPS module, wired it in, getting ready to configure it onto the dash right now as we speak. And then last night I wired in a clutch pedal switch because I know the customer is going to want some type of launch control. Everybody loves that, the launch control, the anti-lag. Last night I wired in the clutch switch into the Haltech ECU, so it has that input. Now this is a Haltech Elite 550, and we're able to wire in the clutch switch into the Haltech Elite 550, and also wire in the GPS speed module into the Haltech Elite 550. Now this has one of our complete harness kits. In every one of our complete harnesses, we have a connector we call an auxiliary connector, AUX. And we use that for extra inputs and outputs. We put in a few DPOs and an AVI and a 12 volt and a 5 volt and a sensor ground. We do that so this way we can bring sensors in like flex fuel, or in this case, GPS speed. So it was really convenient because we just have that connector, and all I got to do is just build an adapter basically that plugs into our DTM, our Deutsch connector, 8-pin connector, and then plugs into the 3-pin connector for the GPS module. So that just wires in pretty easy. It's just a matter of routing everything where the GPS module can be seen in the dash there. So what we're doing now is we're gonna bring this in, program this so that it works. We have the clutch pedal in there, so like I said, we had that, so this way we can see the clutch switch. We can do launch control and anti-lag, all that cool stuff everybody loves, and that's going to be awesome. So I'll do some programming here, and then Nathan, which is in the driver's seat right now, he's going to be driving, and John, which is he's holding the camera right now. Hey, John. He's going to be sitting in the passenger seat watching GPS, and they're going to make sure that everything works the way that it should. So that's what we've got. Let's get to it. So we're going to go ahead and do the setup for the GPS, for the Haltech GPS, and it's real simple. Once you get your Haltech connected to the ECU, make sure that this is green. Once this is green, means you have connection to the ECU. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to sensors. So let's just say we were over here or something. Going to click on sensors. Come down to the bottom. You're going to select vehicle speed sensor. Hit the drop down, which is the arrows right next to sensors. Come down to vehicle speed. Just hit that drop down. Vehicle speed, we're going to come over here. We're going to change this to GPS. By default, it's drivetrain sensor. We're going to unselect that. And we're going to select GPS. Once we're done, we can see everything is a little angry at us. We're going to come over here to wiring and see if we can get it to be not so angry. We're going to go to clear. It's going to clear the wiring assigned that it had before. And we're going to have our options here. Now, I've already pre-wired this to A12, but make sure that you're selecting the correct wire. A12 is the one we're going to select. Now, it is important to know that when you're doing Haltech stuff, you want to start the wiring here in the software. You always want to start here in the software. And this way you see what wires are available. So once you start here in the software, you can see what wires are available. That's where you're going to wire it to. Then you can actually physically wire it into the vehicle or into your harness at that point. Okay, so once we have the wire assigned, we want to make sure that our edge selection is falling. Don't worry about your filtering. Come back over to vehicle speed. And what we're going to see is our calibration here. Now our calibration, as you can see, we're on miles per hour. And we have GPS, this is pulses per mile, right? But if you look at the Haltech software and the installation instructions for this GPS module, what you're going to see is it's not in miles per hour, and the pulses per mile is going to be different. So the easiest way to do this, instead of doing a conversion and doing all the math and all that stuff, just change your unit options. Go to distance, change miles to kilometers, select OK. And once you've done that, you can see that the calibration speed is matching what you have on your sheet. Or if it's not, make sure you just type in whatever number it is. Let's say if it had 59.5, right? Yeah, it's pretty close, but let's just make it 100% right. So let's do 60. And your pulses per mile, let's just say this had 82 or 8,500, whatever pulses per mile. Just want to make sure that we go to 5,000 because that's what the instructions say. This is the calibration for the GPS module so that when it sends the signal to the ECU, your speed is correct. So that's about it. That's all there is to it. Make sure you come over here and you save as, create your file name, and make sure that you have that saved to your file. So it's pretty simple. Now now that we've got this done here, let's go ahead and go for a ride. What we're going to do is grab a phone with GPS on it, GPS Speed, and we're going to compare that to the Haltech IC7 or inside the Haltech software. So let's go do that. Let's go for a ride. All right, so we decided to change roles a little bit. Nathan's following us in a 4Runner. What we're doing is looking for a speed, but we're going to take this up to LC Engineering, go drop it off. So we can see speed right here, 12 miles an hour. See 12 miles an hour. So we're looking pretty good. So we had some wiring stuff we had to chase. We wired it in, but unfortunately somebody who was building harnesses for us had wired in our auxiliary wires incorrectly, so we chased that. We were able to get everything resolved, and so we're showing 27 and 27, 26 and 26. So yeah, it looks good to me. Comes up on boost pretty quick. All right, here we are pulling into LC Engineering. All right, so that's a wrap. We got the GPS working and launch control is working, and we'll go ahead and try that real quick. Two steps working. Everything is working pretty good. So this should be a pretty solid vehicle. Let the turbo spool down a little bit. That's it. So you guys like this stuff, please drop something in the comments. In the meantime, thank you guys for doing all the Stalker stuff. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.